I'd like to say greetings to everyone. This is Brotha I.M, the Urban Explorer. Currently, right now, I'm over here on the Eastside, over here on Lillibridge and Kercheval. Right over here, Lillibridge and Kercheval. Right down the street from the Chrysler plant. And what we're going to do, brothers and sisters, today's expedition is going to take us into the Johnson H. McKinney Day Treatment Center. Now, forgive me because I forgot what the name of the school was, but I know it used to be old DPS school. So hold on tight as we get ready to do or go into our urban exploration for the day. And by the way, today's date is Tuesday, June the 19th, 2012. So hold on tight. Well, brothers and sisters, we're going in through one of these doors here. And what we're going to do is just take a quick look around. It's one thing I like about these old school buildings is the architecture. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here. This used to be the gym, I'm assuming. And maybe somebody can help me out and let me know what this school was once called, or what the name of the school was. We see the hardwood floors, we see the old school basketball backboards, and we see somebody probably been here shooting ball. You know, by the way, this is over here on the east side. You know, there's a lot of untruths about the east side. Me personally, I grew up over in this area. Well, not in this area, but over there by Denby High School. This right here is the auditorium. You know, just looking at this school, you could tell that it's pretty old. You know, it's a very beautiful day, pretty hot outside too. Those were the movie projector booths, I'm assuming. You know, it wouldn't be an urban exploration coming across the school and not to be able to go on the stage. You know, as I think about the last two urban explorations I did over at the old Redford and the old McKinney High School, which are both soon to be demolished, you know, I did some retrospection. You know, I pondered the issue of what's going to happen to the legacy of a lot of these old schools. It made me wonder. But then I thought about it. The buildings may be gone, but the legacies and history is going to lie within the former students. Old bathroom there. You know, I thought about something when I was watching some of the other videos that I've done. I was thinking about how it is kind of scary if you think about it. Don't go into the basement. And you know what I feel about going into basements, so you ain't got to worry about me going down there. Shine my light on the topic here, so hold on tight. I thought it was pretty deep down, but it's not. But I'm still not going in there. You know, it's some shit that reminds me of being like out of a horror movie. You know, these fallen, well, I don't say fallen, but these tiles which have been systematically removed. man, that's the thing I remember about the old. I guess we're going up on the extension now, brothers and sisters. But before we go up there, we'll go this way. We're gonna check out the older part of the building. See the outside here. It's like being in a maze up here. You know, one of the things I try to do too is be friendly with you, the viewers, who get a chance to check out a lot of my videos. You know, I like to try to, be humble. You know, then there's been a question, people have questioned me about my musical taste as far as these videos that I put together. And I explain to people that, it's just a spiritual thing with the music. I don't plan the music out that way or the titles. It's just something that, I ain't gonna say comes over me, but, just musical taste, trying to be very versatile. See all the okay. Now this is a unique room. We're looking down on Lillibridge Street. Go back the other direction. This place is old. I just happened to find this place by accident, by the way. I was over in the area. Supposed to do some boarding up over here, and it didn't work out. So, doing a little reconnaissance, I guess. This is the old room here, all that lead paint. That's another thing too that a lot of people don't understand is that besides the metals, people are also looking for the old window panes and the old 2x4s, the old wood. Operation Education, Vision, Mission. There's another exit. Before we go that way, this is the boiler room. We see the scrappers try to scrap that down as much as they could. But before we go this way, I got to put a few things up, so hold on tight. Looking at Lillibridge again, that's the west. This is on outside of the west side of the building. And we come across to this room right here. Used to be the offices, I'm guessing. People say they like my video, but some people say they're scary as hell. Well, as I gotta say before, after reviewing the videos again, I gotta say that's true. It's the strangest thing. Looking at Beneteau. That's on the east side of the building. And looking at how this building was built with all this space, wow, all that glass that was shattered out. It's like 2 levels. Decisions. I think what we'll do is we'll go upstairs first and make our way back down towards the downstairs. It's pretty wide stairways. And as I said, as I always tell people, please feel free to add commentary to the videos, in the comment section. And one of the things that I stopped doing is adding background music because some people said they didn't like it, some said that they enjoyed it. So I say, well, to give it that more natural feel, I guess I won't add the background music. Now it depends on what kind of video I'm shooting. These are some unique rooms. It's little stuff like this that kind of amazes me as I look at spaces like that good wood. One thing about it, this place sure had a lot of rooms. I could be wrong, but I think this used to be a center for those with disabilities, I guess, and handicaps, mental and physical. Then again, I could be wrong. And by the way, we're a couple blocks over from Fairview, and right down on Fairview is Southeastern High School. A big bulk of space. See the old gym shoe there. And by the way, that's not endorsement for a certain shoe that started with an E. Yeah, now back to what I was saying about my musical choices. My musical choices, brothers and sisters, comes from years of listening to various music and, being a world traveler, being part of the United States Army, and listening to the Electrifying Mojo back in the late 70s and 80s. So the Electrifying Mojo was one of the people that shaped my musical taste. The Electrifying Mojo, when you listen to his radio program, you just wasn't listening to a radio program. You actually was in class. You were listening to various musical genres like new wave, rock and roll, soul, R&B, blues, a little country, a little electronic music, like coming from groups like Kraftwerk, which are out of West Germany, and Cybertron, which is a group here from Detroit. The other thing I think about too that I got to be careful of when I do these urban explorations, you got to be careful of wild vermin. I remember one time I stepped into a building and stepped into this room, and it had like some shelves, and in these shelves, brothers and sisters, hanging up in there was a family of raccoons. So, and the reason why I say raccoons, because I had shined my light, and the mother got highly upset because I invaded their territory, their little home. So that's some of the things you got to be wary of. You know, one of the things that I think that could be done with a lot of these old buildings is how the Detroit Fire Department, Police Department, special response teams can use a lot of these buildings for training purposes. Like for SWAT situations, use them for like mass casualty evacuation drills. I mean, so many different things that could be did with a lot of these buildings. We're back outside again. Or either, if City of Detroit wanted to make money, they could rent out a lot of these buildings to the federal government when they want to do these mass casualty exercises. But, you know, hey, who am I? They don't think outside the box. And, you know, that's the big problem. Is that they don't want to think outside the box. Another exit. Another room. Not really a basement, but I don't plan on going down in there. I found so many damn sticks on these journeys. You know, I do get a chance to communicate with other urban explorers from around the country, and they tell me some of the things that they have run across. One guy from down south told me he walked into a situation where some guys had set up a dog fighting ring or dog fighting training facility in one of the buildings. And he told me that what he found in there was a soundproof room, like you would find a soundproof recording studio or booth, and a whole bunch of different treadmills and harnesses and weights, and a little lab too with syringes where they were shooting the dogs up with steroids and growth enhancement hormones and shit like that. Some more of them beautiful closet spaces or shelving units. I like buildings like this because there's no windows, no doors, nothing really for you to be blocked in case you got to jump out of here. And then we see a board here with a lot of names on it. Whole bunch of different fucking rooms in here. And one thing I like about this building too is a lot of exits when you come out of it. I like these storage rooms too. The uniquely shaped. Metal pipe. And it's so amazing as I look at these other rooms here. This is unique. Step around the corner, you got you another full-size room. Step on through the debris here, and we look at the old building. And we see somebody been probably dumped some fireworks off from last year, because this is that season once again. That's the old building there. It's on the south side, right off Kercheval. what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down, then we're gonna make our way out, because this really has been like a really short journey. This is another room, brothers. Since I had to stop in real quick because I seen this Marvel pedal. It's been knocked over. Looks like it weighs a good 250, 300, maybe 400 pounds. And it's a damn shame, because this could have went in somebody's house or in another school. And it's all broken. All this debris. We're gonna make our way downstairs and out. Before, these are wide steps. I like the way this is designed. Got the nationalist colors here. Red, black, and green. You know, just looking at some of the colors, I'm assuming that maybe this was a Pan-Africanist school. I could be wrong. And as I always say, the city of Detroit been making a lot more money than what they making. As I think about all the furniture and old stuff that's just sitting up in a lot of these old schools and office buildings and things like that, of how basically they could basically be making money having a huge garage sale like they used to have back in the day. But as I stated before, who am I? They don't listen to the small man. They rather spend millions upon millions of dollars listening to these folks who want to just invest money in downtown Detroit, in midtown, but say fuck the rest of the residents. You know, that's another big problem too, is that with the police presence. Now, this is not a knock at the rank and file police officers, but the citizens of the city of Detroit who are paying taxes deserve police protection. Now, of course, we know that the police can't be everywhere, and more residents must start stepping up to do their part. But it's just horrible that you can find police officers out the yin-yang downtown and in the midtown, but you can't find them in the neighborhoods. You know, the same thing with the EMS system too. We see some people been using this as a dumping ground, dumping their 32-inch color television box, flat screen to be exact. All that trash. And you know, the other thing that kind of pisses me off too is that you got a lot of people that want to talk bad about the city of Detroit and talk about how dirty the city is, which it is true, but it's just not the residents that are dumping. or making a mess of the city. You got a lot of people that come from across 8 Mile that dump shit in the city of Detroit. You know I got a friend who was telling me about when they used to have certain events downtown. They used to find all types of stuff. People would bring couches, chairs, and just leave them there. But you know, the police ain't gonna fuck with them. But they will fuck with a resident by giving them these outrageous tickets. Well, anyway, I think we're done with this tour. This was a short tour. I just kind of extended it out because I wanted to see what could be saw, or see what we could see in this building. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna step back out this corridor, down this hallway here, and step on out of here. So hold on tight. I missed this sign right here. Couldn't catch it because I was going the opposite direction, headed back north. Says lower level cafeteria, gym, Mr. Bab, auditorium, dance, Miss Boo. And we're gonna take one more quick look at the auditorium. There's the auditorium one more time, brothers and sisters. Take a look at it. The architecture. This place had to be built back in the 1920s, I'm guessing. Just looking at how it was designed and how it was built. That's a nice stage. And looking at the colors, red, black, and green. And there had to be a reason why they painted them colors and Africanness. And we'll take one more last look at the gym. As I was stating before, they don't make floors like this no more. Look at what we have here, a penny. These baskets probably been up here since probably when the game of basketball was invented. Wow, that's old. We're gonna step back on out. Feel like deja vu all over again, brothers and sisters. Get ready to step back outside, have some commentary as we go back outside. Well, brothers and sisters, we're back outside once again, and right across the street on the south side of Kercheval, we have the Detroit Enterprise Academy. And down the street, if you look further down, you have the Chrysler plant, the Jefferson Connors Assembly plant. And as I pan around, we just come from doing an adventure in urban exploration, I should say, in this old school here. Now, as I stated before, please feel free to fill in the blanks for me, brothers and sisters, because I can't remember the name of this school. And it's located over here on the east side of the city of Detroit, right over here on Kercheval, between Lillibridge and Beneteau. And we see that part of the school is old, and part of it is, I guess, recent, within the last, 30 or 40 years. And And as I get ready to depart, brothers and sisters, I just want to say that it's been very exciting doing these urban exploration videos. And I got to say that I really enjoy doing this because it's very fun. Well, not fun, but it's very informative. You know, doing urban exploration in these old buildings and basically thinking about the history and the legacy that a lot of these buildings have. And also, it brings back a lot of memory to a lot of the people who used to be a part of these different communities. Now, just a quick note about the Eastside, brothers and sisters. The Eastside used to be inhabited by Caucasians. Used to have a lot of white folks that stayed over here. Used to have a lot of German immigrants and a lot of Polish immigrants and the like. They used to live in this area. And you also had a lot of Southern whites. They used to live in a lot of these areas, brothers and sisters. Now, the one thing that a lot of people don't know is that they used to have clauses that you couldn't sell your home to black people. And those were exclusionary clauses. And what we're going to do, brothers, is we're going to take one last look at the sign. As I stated before, please feel free to comment and add your commentary to let me know what the name of the school was. I might find it out myself, but it'd be good if somebody else could help me out too. And we're reporting live from over here by the John H. McKinney Day Treatment Center, over here on Kercheval and Lillibridge, and between Lillibridge and Beneteau. And this is Brother I.M. The Urban Explorer, and I'm out of here. Peace.